Hi everyone, I'm here today vlogging for Reality Bite for I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. We'll start with the betting side of things. I think it even goes without saying, I don't even need to say who's favourite to win, but I'll say it anyway because I absolutely love him. Harry, he is literally the best contestant I think so far that the show's ever seen. The most likely to leave is the girl off Coronation Street. I don't even know her name because she's been that pointless. I haven't even seen her. But yeah, she's most likely to go. Let's get stuck into actually talking about the good contestants. Nick Knowles, I actually really like him. He's getting a lot of stick on Twitter. He was accused of kind of being a bit snaky for giving Anne a pillow. Anne naturally is someone who you see struggling, so you would help her. Even someone like me would help her because you can see that she's struggling, you know, with certain things, and you'd want her to be comfortable because she is a good egg and she is a sweet woman. And he offered her a pillow, and a lot of people are saying that he was doing that for his own benefit. It wasn't as he didn't do it spontaneously. He offered her a pillow because that's what they were all talking about and how she was uncomfortable. And I think with the job role that he does, you know, outside the jungle, being a TV presenter, going out helping people, you know, that need help, you can see when you watch him in that programme itself that he's actually quite a sweet guy, and you know he does want to. He's got that thing about him where he naturally wants to help someone. So I don't think he was doing it to point score at all. And I'd be the first to say if someone was up someone's ass, and he generally isn't doing that. I think he just saw that Anne was needing a bit more comfort, and he could spare the pillow, so did a good deed and give her the pillow. End of story. People need to stop being so cynical, even though I'm probably the biggest cynic going. So moving on to Fleur East. Everyone really likes her. I just find her really irritating. I find anyone that kind of is over the top all the time, and you know, the constant facial expressions, and I just find it annoying to watch, basically. I like people who are really chilled out, hence why I love Harry, and I like Nick Knowles. Like I've said in the past, anyone that's down to earth on a reality TV show does it for me. Like Rita, Nick Knowles, John Barrowman, I think he's great as well. I was a bit unsure about him at first, but he's really grown on me. I think he's really witty, and I think he is like a good person, so he mixes everything up a bit. I'm going to move on to someone who I think, you know what, everyone loves him, but I see a completely different side, and I think it's going to come out. But I think it's already coming out, and he's only been there like a few hours. Noel Edmonds. I think he's got a really arrogant side to him, and I think this show could potentially end him, because he is a presenter that everybody loves because he's done like such a friendly family kind of show. I think he's going to really show his true colours. I think he can be really, he's already shown arrogance, like how he spoke to Harry when he was sat doing like in the room where they sit and talk. He kind of like bit Harry's head off because he walked in. You know, he's been rude to a few other campmates. He's rubbing them up the wrong way, but this is all good. Like, I want him to stay in there for this for that reason. Number one, because it'll show his true colours, and number two, it'll show, you know, how real other people are, you know, with dealing with him. So yeah, as much as I think, you know, everyone seems to love him, I think he's going to really show his true colours, and I think he's going to be a bit of an arsehole. Like this whole, you know, the acts that he's got a role, hasn't he, at the minute as like the emperor or whatever. You know, when there's always that little tosspot kid at school that's been given the lead role, but then they continue the lead role at break time. That's Noel Edmonds. Harry has to be one of my favourite ever contestants that the show's ever had. Simply because he could really act the Billy Big Bollocks because of his status, and he isn't doing. He's just such a normal guy. He's funny. He's like a proper bloke, which really scares me actually, because as much as I think, he is favourite to win now, I really hope to God he doesn't say something because he's old school. I hope he doesn't say something that's going to rub up the massive chunk of the population that we've got now that are easily offended, because he'll basically get thrown out, won't he? I do hope that doesn't happen, but I can also see it happening. I can see him saying something that's going to piss so many people off, and then he'd be removed. But fingers crossed he doesn't, and he stays, you know, in the position that he's in, and that's being loved by everyone. How he spoke about his wife last night was just, and I just loved how he was talking about her, and it was just all so real. He wasn't soppy, he wasn't cheesy, he wasn't putting it on. He was just literally speaking from the heart, but wasn't doing it for likes, and he wasn't doing it for anyone. He was just saying it because that was what you can clearly see he's missing her. So it wasn't for show, and that's a breath of fresh air when it comes to reality TV. And that's all I have to say about I'm a Celebrity for today. I'll be back in a couple of days. Thank you for watching.